Noel and Kelvin?
I only finished the chapter 1 part. The chapter
Chapter
2,
1.
chapter 1 part of the past year.
So all of the chapter 1 lah.
Yeah.
Okay, Noel?
The chapter 1 only. The chapter 2.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to do the chapter 2.
Yeah, I understand because chapter 2 is a little bit tough. Even me pun, I also didn't have time to do all of the questions lah yesterday. But yeah, so you have at least 2 of you have the chapter 1 lah. And Farrell, even though you haven't did it, but I think you can see and then just write a note lah on how to answer that kind of questions. Okay, so if like
Okay.
so if like that we check answer from Kelvin and Noella for chapter 1. Okay.
Oh, I didn't submit yet. I just write in my notebook only the answer, the calculation.
Oh, okay. It's okay because I mean I didn't need you to submit it lah because this past year questions is for you to learn how to answer letter kan, so it has no marks as long as you guys understand how to answer this. So saya boleh rasa lega sudah because I'm afraid you all cannot answer the questions lah because I go through the questions kan, it is a little bit tough. So that's why I need to train you guys to answer this so that in your final assessment letter you guys can answer lah.
This chapter 1 questions, they all got different way. You can calculate different way, right? In different way, right? Because how much of the working should be shown? Because it's very long, I have to show all the working.
I can show you later the example of how we can calculate it.
I can do the normal. There's one way, the straightforward way to just directly don't change to the binary, don't change to decimal first, and then just directly do the multiplication. But that make me careless a bit sometimes. Sometimes get wrong answer. But the safer way is longer, but take a lot of space in my calculation formula when I write. Trying to convert.
Yeah. So your way is correct because only the last result after you multiply or after you subtract, baru you need to change to decimal. Okay, so at first we proceed to. Okay, let me share my screen lah, because I also compiled already all the answer.
Every time I need to double check with the online calculator.
Yes, good way. Me also using the online calculator because I also don't know kan. I mean the real because we tend to make mistake kan. So that's why it is good if you double check using the online calculator. Okay, wait. Record the meeting first. Then, before that, I want to see Kelvin answer for question 2020, but question question B. Okay, so Noel, 2019. I want to see first lah. But you, Kelvin, you didn't write any in the Google Doc or in your paper in your book.
Only in notebook. Also the first question, the elaborate, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah. We skip that first, the elaborate, because it is actually in chapter 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we skip question 2020 A. We direct to B question. Question is B. But I want to see your way lah, how you do it. Can you open your camera? Maybe you can show me when you open your book, your camera, and then you show the book or your step.
I don't know if clear or not.
Oh,
Can
okay.
see ka? No. Kind like this. Can see ah? Oh, it's screen lah.
Boleh lah. Ada sikit-sikit. Wait ah. I make my screen larger first. Yeah, can see lah.
Oh,
Okay. Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
how about like send like capture to WhatsApp group, then we just discuss here, I think.
Maybe
mm,
you can capture, Kelvin.
okay.
Same with Noel lah. If Noel didn't put in on any online document, kan? But the correct way is memang you need to do all the arithmetic operation in the best form. I mean in the original best form first. After that, baru you convert it in best 10.
I post in the WhatsApp. No.
Okay, wait.
All the calculation very easy mistake of them.
Oh, for question one.
No, no. All the question all the chapter one very easy to make minor mistake somewhere.
Hmm. Okay, so wait.
When you
Hmm.
finish everything and then suddenly you find out the final answer is different and then you have to double check again. It's
Hmm.
waste a lot of time to do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so wait. Actually, your way is the same with the suggested answer, but only when you want to convert it to the best 10, ada different sikit. Because your way is like this kan, but actually it is can be accepted lah. Usual way it is like this. Wait, I share my screen. Your final answer 43086. But your final answer a little bit different from the suggested answer lah.
Okay.
Your answer is 43086 kan? So did you double confirm this?
I think I double confirm. Let me confirm again.
Ah,
Mm. 49302. Yeah. Yeah. 7 to decimal. 5216. 1826. 36. Times 27. Oh yeah, mine wrong. I didn't double check. Didn't double check.
Okay, so remember in your FOA letter, your way is already correct lah. Just avoid the small mistake like this.
Yeah.
Okay, Noel, did you do the same? I mean, did you calculate it the same with Kelvin?
My method different. I changed the into base 10 first. Then I multiply.
Oh, but did you get the same answer?
I going past the number to multiply.
Oh, okay. Can you show me? It's in the group ready kah?
I present or I
Mm,
send to you.
you can present lah if it is already in digital form.
Yeah, like this.
Wait, I change my what my layout first because I cannot see your thing to screen. No. Wait. Okay. Nice.
So you actually have to multiply, right? But I'm going plus.
Mm. Yeah. So after you multiply this, you can get this one lah. 49300. Eh, yeah. 49302. After you multiply this.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So um I think your way is a little bit, I mean, it is correct, but um, we prefer if you do all the arithmetic operation in its original best form first because they want to know either you really understand how to multiply a number even though it is not in best 10.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
Noel? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's okay because I know this is the purpose of we are having a discussion lah about this FOA because the real way is memang you need to do all the arithmetic operation using its original best form first because the purpose of this question is to see either the student understand or know how to do arithmetic operation even though it is not in best 10. Okay, so your way is correct also, but we prefer the first way. Okay, Noel? Okay, so put it in your note. No, Farah also.
Okay.
Okay, after that questions. Okay, so now we can just check the apa tu Kelvin answer for wait, you already post it in our group kan? Okay, wait Okay, so questions B2, the answer is 630 and mm, okay, Kelvin. So your answer is a little bit different from what the suggested answer. So did you check this in using online
Eh,
calculator?
didn't I check?
Yeah, because the real answer is 694.
694.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think because you did all the addition and subtraction directly in one apa tu in one directly
Cannot
in one time lah.
cannot directly one line do everything.
Can if
Oh,
but
oh,
uh
I understand where I go wrong. Right.
yeah
I just
because
sometimes I plus everything. Sometimes I forgot to plus. So I forgot to minus.
Mm.
2, 4.
So it is better if you do addition and subtraction separately. Because if you did it like this, can the possible you might wrong, it's higher.
This can be the answer.
Wait, I share my screen now. Don't worry because I will share the whole answer letter because I already compile the answer
Oh,
too. But I for now I need to share or I need to see all of your answer first. Can see ka? This is the way.
Right.
I can just directly equal. No need to do anything else.
Because they already show the calculation here. I
Ah,
mean the examiner. I mean you need to do. Student need to do. Yeah.
why?
because because that will carry maybe about 2 marks or 1 mark if you
Ah,
do it like this
okay.
because this is examiner kan examiner of course lah apa tuh um, we didn't need to do very detail but you need to do because the first example is already shown the way. The first example is like this. So in the next example, the examiner no need to see lah, but the student need to do. Okay. So in here you have to do it like this lah to convert it to test 10. Okay, so it's better if you do if there are more than one operation, then you do one first. After that, barulah yang the second, so that your calculation you can avoid the error lah. Okay, so the answer is like this lah. So how you can get 4 marks is first you do the addition first. So here 1. And then after that you do the subtraction. So you can get 2 already. And then when you convert it, this, this step here, you all can see my arrow kan, my mouse. So the first step here to convert, you can get 1, and then the second step, you can get another 1. So that's why you can get 4. But this one don't follow. I will put a notes letter for this one. For this step, you all need to follow this way, the long way to convert. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay, so for questions 3, Noel, sorry, Kelvin answer is also
Also,
different.
why everything different? I thought double check already.
Okay, so don't make this mistake in the FOA because although I know you understand because I can see from your way of calculation kan, I know you understand. But if the end result is different, memang akan kena tolak markah.
I see if this directly calculate very a lot of mistake easy to make a lot of mistake. I hate cannot directly turn everything into decimal and then we directly calculate.
Cannot. The same reason like what I told Noel just now lah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the examiner wants to know either you know to do arithmetic calculation on any number other than best 10 number.
Quite hard.
Yeah. So first step is do all the arithmetic operation in its original base number first. After that baru tukar, baru convert to base 10. But similar like what I told previously, to convert you need to do two step. Don't follow like this lah, because this is the examiner version. So that's why they are just simply put um, answer like this. But for student, you all need to follow this. Okay, so we proceed to Noel lagi lah for questions 2019. You share your screen again lah, Noel.
Can see, right?
Okay. Questions B.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
No, change to base 10 then multiply. So yeah, wrong.
wait, yeah. All of your way is you did it like this kan? You change first to base 10 and then baru you
Still got
do
marks.
the arithmetic.
Still got full marks.
This for this one?
Yeah. Got full marks. This is
I think no. At most, I think I can give half because I know it is correct. But since I already told you guys in this session, it is recorded, because since I already told you all in this session that you need to do arithmetic operation in its original best form first, then at most I can give memang half lah if you did the same in the FOA letter. If you did like this in the FOA letter. But wait, let me see the answer if it is correct or not. B1 46312. Yes, correct. The answer is correct. But the way lah ada a little bit different. Okay, so the questions B2 I cannot see it clearly. Okay, so I want to see the last. Okay, so this one, your answer is wrong. It is not the same with the with the suggested answer. The real answer is 3660.
This one.
3660. Beta. Yeah, you didn't minus. So this is small mistake lah, but later make sure to double check this kind of mistake, because it can result in the marks can be deduct one mark lah can be deducted. I don't know if the other marker lah, but for me only one lah. Maybe the other marker maybe two ni, because first salah the operations, and then the second your last result of course are already wrong lah. So usually end result can get, if it is correct, will get one mark. But for these questions or this way, maybe for me, I will deduct one mark, but maybe for the other lecturer, maybe they will deduct 2 marks. Okay, so questions number 3. The answer here is 40687. 40687. Okay, correct.
Oh,
Correct answer, but the way is not really incorrect lah, just not the accurate way. Okay, so after that we proceed to questions. Two 2019 already see Noel, and then but I think if because we already discussed the way kan, I mean all of the questions because it is in the same form of questions, then it should use the same way lah of apa tu, solving it. Okay, so I want to ask the answer saja lah. Either it is the same or not. For questions 2010, 2019 B. I want to see Kelvin where you can post in our chat. I
What
share
what
my
B? What B?
I share my screen because I am also confused with the numbering already because I copy paste kan. Okay, so you guys can see my screen. So this one.
7B2.
2019, under 2019, there's A and B. So B, so this is B lah.
I just do the first part. I didn't do the convert to decimal.
Oh,
I don't want to do the convert to decimal. It's I'm too lazy to do that. Else I just use calculator after I get the initial number.
okay lah. So, but you do, I mean, can I see, even though you haven't finished it, it is the same with the previous ka? Same way.
I know. I just calculate. I just use calculator to convert the thing to the binary to decimal. Because I did it. I already did it for the first two questions, and then I was too lazy to do already, and then I just use calculator.
Okay, so in the FOA, don't do that.
Yeah.
You must do the step.
All the steps the same. Just it's just
All the
really
steps the
tedious.
same.
So tedious.
Yeah, itulah tedious, but still we need to see kan. Because you know what, MQA, if they do any audit, they will see too. They will look all of the document and they will use it. If there's any wrong, they will use it as the bullet lah to tembak the institution. Okay, so that's why we also need to follow their guideline because if you simply put it like this kan, it is like you only use the online calculator. You also can get the answer. That's why they need you to show the step lah. Okay, so B. Um, the answer is 14A. So this one also you apa tuh you answer it wrongly lah I think. Kan you can see my screen kan?
Okay. Really? I thought I convert properly one, but why everything wrong one?
I don't know.
I thought I convert properly. Let me double check. Every F A
Yeah.
1E. From the,
So you really need to double
eh
check lah.
eh. Oh yeah, this.
14AF kan? If I see it correctly, my eyes ini kan blurry ba. So 14AF 1E kah your answer?
Oh yeah, yeah. AF1E. God damn.
Hmm. So the answer for it 14B00E. But for this question you didn't convert it to decimal, right? Oh, ada. 1355.
No, no. That's the support. That's the theoretical answer. I thought I double checked. See, very hard, very easy to make mistake. This I hate this so much.
Okay, so meaning to say you have to later after this you have to redo this again, and then don't look at the answer first. You need to redo this again because nanti you macam terbiasa for your final assessment. Nanti salah tu I cannot help much or if the answer is really apa, even though you answer it in the correct way.
Only small careless mistake.
Okay, so for question two, questions two, 10026. Yang this one correct. But I don't see your decimal form lah. In decimal form. You haven't write it, right?
Yeah, I don't too lazy to write.
Okay. And then questions three, 10. Questions three. This one also ada wrong sikit. 10. I mean the answer is 12365.
Yeah, correct.
Oh
One.
yeah.
The next
One
one.
two three six five. Oh yes, this one is correct. And then 5365. Okay, this one all correct. Okay, so we proceed to 2018. Si Novella.
Which I didn't do. I
Oh,
only
you
do
didn't do this.
2000.
Only until. Oh, okay. So, si Kelvin, Kelvin, you did until 2018 kan?
I did only chapter one on everything. Chapter one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't change to decimal only.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So we
the
proceed.
the number, the last two. How should we calculate that? Because they got different base. Do we change them both to binary? Do we change them both to decimal and then do all? Still directly
This
multiply.
one? This one?
Yeah, those two I'm not sure what correct way to calculate.
Okay, wait. Perform the following calculation. Show your answer in decimal value. Okay, so this is the same. The same base.
The
This is different. This is different.
mostly number three. Number three is the
Yeah. Okay, so wait, we see how it. Usually, I think you should convert it to base 10 lah, if like this. Okay, wait.
convert both to base 10.
You can see the screen kan, my screen kan? Yes. Okay, wait. First, you you multiply this first. Oh, still in the base 2. After that, you get the answer, then you convert it to base 10. Can you see? But whatever in the bracket, you do this in using base 2 first, its original form first. Okay? Can see, can understand this? First, it multiply first in the best form and in the best 2 form. After it gets the answer, after that, baru it convert it to best 10. Okay? And then for number 3, you have to for this one because you need to do in the operation in the bracket first. So that's why. So for this one, it you need to change either. Actually, this one kan, if it is you can convert 16 to add or add to 16. But in this case, because the question is most of it is in best add, so it's better yang the I mean better you convert the 16 to best add because it is the easiest
No
and
need, no need show calculation for that, man.
for this one
Yeah, converting.
because in I think it's better lah if you show, but in this case it didn't. It didn't.
So don't need.
But yeah, I think for this one maybe you don't need lah because the answer is the marks is on before, right? Okay, so no need lah.
Okay, I just use online calculator convert for me.
Mm. But for the others, the major calculation step you need to show lah. This one considered as a minor calculation step. So people can guess what happening in here. Okay, so you convert yang paling sedikit, I mean, if the all the number is in base add, and then you convert the the number yang paling sedikit number in the base add itulah, I don't know how to say it. Okay, if all of this is base 16 hexadecimal, only one or two in base add, so it means that we need to convert the add to hexadecimal first now.
What if they're all different one?
If all different one, then I think you can do like Noel Vela. All convert to best 10 first.
Oh.
Because it is like the standard best kan, best 10. But if it is like this, then just do what I said just now. Okay, so and for questions number chapter 2, I think I don't want to discuss it first if you didn't do it yourself first. But macam mana? Because kan here, I also just calculate this and then there's some step that actually even in the lecture it didn't explain well. So okay, so before we proceed to chapter 2, I think it's better if I teach first how to do arithmetic operation. I mean, we do division lah because actually we have covered this previously, but we do divisions on arithmetic operation on floating point calculation. So because in the final year past year questions, there must be a question something like this. They give you a number that is already in this form. I mean the form that computer stored it in the, if you remember, this is the sign, and then this is the exponent, and then this is the mantissa. Okay, so it already give the number in this form, and then we need to do arithmetic operation on it. After that, in our notes, it is showing the example of excess 50. Okay, so this excess 50 can this excess, any excess can be different based on the questions. So in this case, it is excess 52. So and then um, 3 will identify or indicate positive, and 4 will indicate the negative. It is different from in our notes, which is in our notes 0 will indicate positive, 1 will indicate negative. So it will tell us, but don't worry, it will mention in the questions if it is different from what we have learned, because they want to see either we understand the concept kan. So if it is different, don't worry, because they will mention it lah in here. But for this one, okay, actually there's example in our notes, in our lecture. Okay, to add or subtract any number that is already in this form, using this form, it is shown here, but I want to highlight because previously I also blur from how can we add this to number, it become like this, because in these notes it's really, it didn't tell in detail kan. So actually these two number, when it give you this one, you can see as both of this number is in what, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Okay, so this both number is in positive, but the exponent is different. This is 51, this is 49, and then this is your salah, the number. Okay, but when we want to do adding or subtract, we need to make the exponent in the same number first. Meaning, if it is 51, then the second number also need to be in 51. Usually, it will take the larger number lah. If this is 51 and then this is 49, then this 49 need to follow 51 also. So if you remember last time in our lecture, I already highlight about this now. How we can get this, even though because exponent is this one then, but why this is 51, not only 1 or 01? Because the second and third number will represent exponent. So why here is not 01? Because only 1 here. It is not 51 here. Who remember? Why in this number it is not 01 but 51?
Positive.
No. Sorry. In our example, 0 will be positive, 5 will be negative. So here we know that this number is negative, but the exponent, why it is 51, not 01? No idea. Okay. So the reason is because we are using excess 50. If using excess 50, you need to add excess 50 with 3. So that's why 53. Okay, so that's why we have this 53 here. So this exponent, you need to add with the excess. Okay, so if the question mentioned about the excess in these questions, it says the excess 52. So, meaning to say here, if this is excess 52 kan, and then this is here is 52. Meaning to say that if it is the same excess, meaning the exponent is 0. But if here is 51 and we are using excess 52, meaning the exponent will be negative 1. Okay, can understand ka? Because this is less one value from the excess value here. So that's why um, um, for this one, it is 51 because 50 plus 1 is 51. Okay, so if here is negative 1, then meaning here will be 49 because 50 minus negative 1. Sorry, 50 plus negative 1, it will become 49. So that's why here will be 49. So that means this number will have exponent negative 1. 10 to the power of negative 1. Okay, so can understand this exponent,
Oh, yeah.
why it is. Okay, so to do the calculation in this form, we need to make sure our exponent having the same number. It should have the same number first. Okay, so how to do it is like this. Um, you can see kan, this one, even though it says add two floating numbers, but don't add first. The second step is actually you need to align exponent. This align exponent is not actually, I mean, it means a lot. It's how you do the align exponent is you want to make this second number to have the same exponent as this exponent. So which means you need to add another 2. Right? 49 plus 2, it can become 51. But how you want to make it plus 2 and then this become 51 is by you adding another 20 after this Mantisa number. Okay, so if here is 50 and then you only need to add one number, then you only need to add 10 here. Okay, I repeat that. To make 49 become 51, we need to add two, right? I mean two number. So to make it two number meaning 20. Okay, sorry. Okay, I repeat again. To make 49 to become 51, we need to add 20 at the MSB. MSB lah, most significant part of the mantissa. Okay, so if you can see here, the mantissa is still the same with the second number, but it add 2 0 here, so that you can make the exponent become 51. If your number here is 50, which means you only need 1 0, because 51 minus 50 is tinggal satu kan, so that means you only need to add 1 0. If here is 48, and then 51 minus 48 is equals to 3, meaning you need to add 3 0 at the mantissa. So all of this become mantissa. Actually, there's a explanation why it become like this lah. Because um, if you make this, if you change this to uh, its scientific form, this is like its scientific formula. So you will make all the exponent become the same. Actually, but it is enough for you to know now to make it to make the number have the same exponent. You need to add a 0 in its mantissa. Can understand, or do I need to repeat again?
Right, understand.
Kelvin and Farrell?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the second step, this one kan don't do any addition or subtract, and don't do any operation first. We just need to align the exponent first. To align the exponent, you do what I said just now lah. Add 0 if the second number need to be, add 0. Yeah, add 0 with the same frequency of the difference between exponent 1 and exponent 2. The 0 is equal to the difference of exponent 1 and exponent 2. After that, baru we can add the mantissa. In here, this is the mantissa. In number 1, only 5 mantissa. But in number 2, you have 7 mantissa. So when you add it, you will get okay, so when you edit like usual lah. So here 0 will 0, and then 5 will 5, and then 0 and 8 will be 8. 2 and 7 will become 9. Okay, so will become 9, and then 5 plus 6, 11, and then 11, and then tanpa macam biasa lah here. And then lastly, we can get 1 as the carry, because they are a carry kan from 9 plus 0 here, because there's a carry from here, and then the carry will be brought to di sini, and then it will brought to the last, and then lastly we have 1 carry. And then after that, only add the mantissa, don't add the exponent. And then carry requires right shift of exponent, meaning the carry will become, I mean, macam mana, right shift, macam kita tolak, we put the one in here and then we remove the zero, right shift. Remember rotate and shift just now, in the previous lecture, meaning we kasih masuk nih, and then we remove the zero at the right left, right left, most left, and most right number. Can you understand? Can you hear? Without the carry, the number should be this one, but since our number has the carry, so we need to put the carry in here, but we need to remove the number in here. Okay, so that's why we get, because we want to round, we get first 1000 at 9, and then after that we round it lah. So it become 10020. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, and the example, so here it is the same because previously we are using excess 50. So in here, because it has the same excess, so this number meaning to say that it has the exponent will be zero lah. But this one, the exponent will be negative 1 because the excess is 50. So 50 minus 51 meaning negative 1. So the exponent will has a negative 1. Okay, so when you subtract, you need to align it first. You need to align meaning make the exponent in the same number. So because 52 minus 51, it will be 1. So we need to add another 0 here in the mantissa of the second number, so that we can make the exponent has the same value. After that, we subtract. But previously, I also blur because when we subtract 00009 subtract with 09998, and then this one is it has no one subtracting this add kan, so that's why ada add here lah. Okay, so but 9 subtract add, why it becomes 7? Previously I also blur. Why? Any idea? Do you guys have idea why this 9, when it subtract with add, it becomes 7?
Don't know.
Okay, Kelvin and Noel.
I don't know. Maybe they borrow one from. I don't know.
Previously, I also pening kepala, because even in our notes also it didn't specify why, and even I search internet, I also didn't get the answer.
Why they plus instead of subtract there?
Can you see the difference, kan? It actually adding it. It is not subtracting it, because you see here 3 will indicate positive. Okay, 4 will indicate negative. So meaning to say that here this number is negative. Okay, so when 9 minus negative 8, so in the real Wait, I open Notepad first. Okay, so 9 minus negative 8. Sorry. 9 minus negative 8. So it become macam mana? Negatif, jumpa negatif, what will happen?
Become plus.
Okay, so that's why it become 17. Okay, can understand why? Why it 17 here? Because this number is negative number. Okay?
Oh, so yang the one it carries to the left side kah?
Iya, beta. We subtract all lah, okay? So,
Okay.
so you guys can see why it is like that. Wait, I saw something in our Google Classroom, something called Jamboard ka. I don't know if we can use it because
Oh, can. It's like a whiteboard.
okay, I try to use it first lah. Where is the Jamboard? I saw it somewhere previously. Jamboard, eh? How can I see the Jamboard? Do you guys remember? I saw it somewhere here.
Isn't it in the Google Meet?
Oh, Google Meet.
Yeah, in this Google Meet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, sudah. It is in
And
the
got the 3 dot.
3 dot below.
Okay.
I think wait.
Why I didn't have
Oh
that?
no, the 3 dots below next to the.
Oh, whiteboard.
White.
Ini kan?
Yeah, that one.
This one. No?
Iya, I think lah because I have I have seen people using it, but I never try it lah. This is the Jamboard. Every one of you can edit lah. But I don't know if it is convenient to calculate, to do some calculation. Okay, so 00009 ish. Minus minus 0.999. Okay, so the answer will be 82 confirm, and then 9 minus Here kan 9 minus negative number ni. Okay. So 9 minus negative 8 meaning 17. Jadi 17 here. Jadi tambah sini 1. Okay. So 1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 9 0. 1 plus 9 meaning 10. So sini ada lagi satu naik. Aish, besar. But imagine lah, here there will be a 1 here. And then 1 plus, kira plus lah because this is all memang plus already ya. Because, so 1 plus 9, 0 lagi. And then here also 1 plus 0, 0 lagi. This is the weakness of online. Okay, so ini 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so last 1. Because yang ini sini 1 plus 9 10. So that's why sini ada carry 1. So this is the value 1 0 0 0. Betul lah here. Okay. Okay, so I only want to highlight that in this chapter 2 section because you also didn't do that yet kan. So I think it's better if I only give the answer for question tutorial. Answer for chapter 1 first. After that, next week we will discuss about this chapter 2. You try do it first lah because if you didn't do it, you it's hard to remember later. Okay?
Okay.
I don't think
You don't think you can answer this?
I don't think I can answer.
Yeah, because that if you can see in the 2020 questions, usually they will need you to elaborate. I mean, because maybe it's because 2020 is online FOA. So that's why the answer or the form of the questions is a little bit different from the 2019. 2019 chapter 2. For the chapter 2, you see chapter 2 for 2019. Usually dia akan macam begini saja, similar with the previously we discussed lah, but the latest 2012 because 2012 there are two FOA. First one is for January and then the second one is September 2020. So the September one is online. So that's why the punya questions is something like this. You need to elaborate. But for this one, you can just elaborate whatever following our notes about the exponential. About the floating points topic. But for these questions, we didn't cover actually the Intel lah, AMD lah. So no worry because usually the questions will only ask whatever we have in our lecture. So if you found later questions like this, it needs you to elaborate some floating point ka. Then what you need to do is you explain using your own words whatever you understand about this floating point. This. Since it has 10 mark, then I think you can explain using your own words all of the point that is given in our notes. For example, here it has some example, then you also need to give example lah in your notes. Similar with this. Okay, so you can see here. But I think the questions for this is a little bit different from the previous. So you can skip this and then you do all of the questions for chapter 2 here lah, only from this, starting from this question 2 chapter 2 data representation. I think this one, because we already discussed just now kan, for this type of question, so it will be easier for you lah. Okay, starting from the chapter 2 question 2. Or do you want me to share this answer already? Which do you prefer? Because if we discuss this now, I think it's not really practical because you guys haven't do it yet. So do you want to do it first and then we discuss next week, or you want me to give the answer directly so you can do your revision on wait, share answer first for question for first 2-3 questions maybe. Okay. Okay, ngam. Okay, so I will share one answer first lah. I will share one or two answer. For the first, ni and I will give the answer for different form of questions. Okay, so I will give the answer for example here 2020, but the question has the same form with the 2019 kan? So you do the 2019 lah. I give the answer for 2020. And then I will give also answer for another form. For this one and for this one. For this kind of questions. Because I will find whatever questions that is having the same formula. I mean the different form, so that you can see the example. I will give later because I need to check first which question has the same form, which question doesn't have the same form. Okay, guys? I will give before 1:30 lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So give me time to check first which question that I will give the answer, and then for the chapter one I will give all lah because we already discussed it, kan? Okay, for chapter one I will give all, but for questions two I will only give answer for some questions for your example. Okay, so give me time, so you guys can have your lunch lah now. Because I heard someone yesterday complaining about your time kan to pack. So you have your lunch lah. Have your lunch now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so bye.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Okay.